Pro wrestling and injuries go hand in hand. If you're getting dropped on your head multiple times in a week, you are bound to get injured sooner or later. That is fundamental truth, and that wrestlers have made their peace with, and the fans and promoters understand this as well. While there are safe workers in the business, injuries are inevitable, and the first injury to a professional wrestler is almost like a rite of passage. WWE's schedule is more tedious and hectic than one can imagine, with jet lags and motel beds being a part of their daily routine. Superstars almost live out of airports, and their bodies have very little time to recuperate, often leading to injuries. Multiple superstars are currently out injured, while a few have returned in the past couple of weeks. My name is John, and in this video we take a look at 10 injured wrestlers and when they are expected to make their return to action. Bobby Fish, along with Kyle O'Reilly, made an instant impact on NXT. With Adam Cole joining forces, the trio have been one of the most dominant stables in the company, and were later joined by Roderick Strong. Before signing up with NXT, Fish was a multiple-time ROH World Tag Team Champion, along with O'Reilly, and even won the ROH World Television title. Fish and O'Reilly captured the NXT Tag Team titles in December last year, with the Undisputed Era still holding the Tag Team Gold. In early March, Fish tore his ACL and MCL during an NXT Live event and has undergone surgery, sidelining him for at least 6 months. The remaining 3 members of the Undisputed Era have since defended the NXT Tag Team titles under the Freebird rule, with the trio taking turns and competing in matches. Bobby Fish is expected to return to in-ring competition by the end of the year, with November or December being the more realistic timeline for the superstar to make his return. Epico Colon, along with Primo, are former WWE Tag Team Champions. Epico and his real-life cousin Primo have been in the WWE for nearly a decade, and have undergone a couple of transformations as a tag team. The duo first teamed up in 2011 as Primo and Epico, and were later given the gimmicks of matadors, along with a personal bull and a costume as their mascot. When that did not work out as expected, they were repackaged as the Shining Stars from Puerto Rico, with the duo often trying to swindle other stars by selling them timeshares and urging the fans to visit Puerto Rico. In 2017, WWE once again repackaged them as Primo and Epico, with the duo moving to SmackDown Live as a part of the Superstar shakeup. However, Epico injured his shoulder last year and is currently on the sidelines nursing his injury. The duo are expected to make their return to WWE TV sometime this year, and will return to the blue brand as well. Unless you're a passionate WWE fan that never misses a show, you might not be aware of Demetrius Bronson. Bronson is a former NFL running back who played for the Miami Dolphins and Seattle Seahawks before signing a developmental contract with the WWE in 2016. Bronson has appeared on NXT a couple of times and worked a match against Heavy Machinery last year in a losing effort. Bronson has been training at the Performance Center and is currently inactive due to a concussion he suffered last month. Aside from this being reported as a bad concussion, he is expected to start working live events soon. The Anti-Diva made the world stand up and take notice when she made her debut on the main roster, winning the WWE Divas title on her first night on Raw. At a very young age, Paige brought in much needed intrigue to the bland Divas division in the WWE, and was one of the pioneers of the women's revolution in the company. Over the past couple of years, however, the superstar has suffered from a severe neck injury and underwent surgery in September of 2016. While Paige made her in-ring return as the leader of Absolution last year, she suffered a scare during a live event and was not cleared to return to in-ring competition. The superstar was then forced to retire due to complications stemming from her neck injury, and was then named the general manager of SmackDown Live. While her in-ring career could be over, she can take inspiration from Daniel Bryan and work towards returning to active competition in the next year or two. The daughter of WWE Hall of Famer Jimmy Snuka, Tamina hasn't enjoyed much success in the company thus far. Tamina is mainly known for her time as AJ Lee's bodyguard and a member of Team Bad, along with Naomi and Sasha Banks. While the superstar has challenged for the Women's Championship on multiple occasions, she's had to play second fiddle to the other stars on SmackDown Live. Tamina participated in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match earlier this year, but was eliminated by Lita. She then underwent surgery for a torn rotator cuff, which will sideline her for the next 4 months at the very least. Sunil and Samir Singh finally realized their dreams of becoming superstars in the WWE when they competed in the Cruiserweight Classic tournament. Both the superstars were then sent to NXT, but were brought up to the main roster to aid Jinder Mahal in his quest to become WWE Champion. The duo have since helped Jinder during his matches while often facing the wrath of his opponents. Samir Singh suffered a freak injury back in January during a brawl with Bobby Roode. After the Singh brothers attacked Bobby, they exited the ring, at which point Samir landed awkwardly and was seen hobbling to the back. Samir would later undergo surgery and is expected to be out of action for around 9 months, which will push his return date to the end of this year. Samir has also shared a lot of videos entailing his rehabilitation, with him learning to walk all over again. ACL injuries are difficult to recover from, and a superstar can be taken out of action for over a year if the rehab doesn't go well. Noam Dar became the first Israeli-born superstar to compete in the WWE when he competed in the Cruiserweight Classic. While the superstar wasn't able to go all the way in the tournament, he signed a contract with the company and became a big part of the newly created Cruiserweight division. Dar competed in various independent promotions before signing up with the WWE, and was even part of Impact Wrestling, competing in the second season of the British Boot Camp. Dar was paired with Alicia Fox on screen in WWE and was later a part of the Zo Train, a stable led by none other than Enzo Amore. Dar then got injured in December, and it was revealed that he had to undergo surgery to repair his torn meniscus. Noam Dar then revealed that he would be out of action for at least 5 months, which could mean that the superstar could be cleared for in-ring competition sometime in May. Speaking of Alicia Fox, the Foxy superstar has been with WWE for over a decade and is also a former Divas champ. She was also a mentor in the 3rd season of NXT, and while she hasn't played a major part over the years, she captained Team Raw to victory during Survivor Series last year. Fox was given the gimmick of a mentally unstable superstar who threw tantrums and physically assaulted stars in a fit of rage. Just as it looked like things were looking up for this superstar, she injured herself while preparing for the Women's Royal Rumble match on the day of the event. It was then revealed that Fox suffered a broken tailbone and would be away from in-ring competition for a few months. Alicia was also scheduled to be a part of the Mixed Match Challenge, but was replaced by Mandy Rose. However, Fox is expected to return to in-ring competition this year, and SummerSlam would be a perfect time for her to come back and insert her into a program with another superstar on Raw. When Jason Jordan was drafted to Raw last year, many expected him to receive a push on the brand. A storyline would start where Kurt Angle was revealed as Jordan's father, and the superstar was expected to achieve success in singles competition. While Jordan won the Raw Tag Team titles with Seth Rollins, WWE were laying the foundations for a WrestleMania match between Rollins and Jordan. However, Jason suffered a serious neck injury in January and was written off WWE TV the next month. It was reported to be more serious than originally thought out to be, and the superstar underwent neck surgery, effectively ruling him out for the rest of the year. Jason's neck injury was initially reported to be similar to the injuries suffered by Austin and Edge, but the superstar is expected to make a full recovery and return to in-ring competition next year. What do you think Jason Jordan will do when he returns to Raw? Let me know in the comments. The Lunatic Fringe had a relatively successful 2016, where Rollins, Reigns, and Ambrose reunited to reform the Shield. Ambrose was given the WWE title in 2016 and later won the Intercontinental title, making him a Grand Slam winner, placing him among elite superstars to have achieved the feat in the company. While the focus was on Roman Reigns when the Shield was brought back together, Rollins and Ambrose won the tag team titles and were then placed in a feud with the New Day. In December, however, Ambrose hurt himself and had to undergo surgery to repair a high-grade tricep tendon injury. It was then revealed that Dean would miss about 9 months of action, leaving him on the sidelines for a majority of 2018. Seth Rollins also recently commented on Ambrose's return, stating that Dean could return in the summer or late spring, and should be back in time for either the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in September or the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view in October this year. And these were 10 injured WWE wrestlers and when they're expected to return to action. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching Wrestling Hub, and I will see you later with more wrestling videos.